Hello and welcome. You're watching NewsX and I'm Megha Sharma. Now, the Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan has criticized Rahul Gandhi aggressively. He has referred an old name and questioned Rahul Gandhi why Vijayan was jailed by the BJP government like the other opposition leaders. In fact, Pinarayi Vijayan has taken a reference from 10 years ago when another CPIM leader had attacked Rahul Gandhi and called him a quote-unquote Amul baby. Rahul Gandhi has in turn counter-accused Pinarayi Vijayan of pandering to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This spat has risen amidst the Congress's alliance with the left and other members of the I.N.D.I alliance in various constituencies of the Lok Sabha across the country. Will such an internal discord within the coalition partners undermine their unity, impact the voters' perception, and potentially hampering their electoral benefits beyond the immediate context of the conflict? Quickly starting off our conversation, I'm being joined right now by Advocate Manasvi Thapar. Advocate Thapar, now, this was a comment that was made 10 years ago by another CPIM leader, Achyutanandan, again against Rahul Gandhi. He had called him Amul baby. And the reference has been brought back 10 years later by the Chief Minister of Kerala, Pinarayi Vijayan, against Rahul Gandhi. Now, as I mentioned, that while this facade of I.N.D.I alliance members coming together and showing a united front looks like it's all breaking up because of the commentary that is going on. Because when the elections in Kerala happen, CPIM and Congress are at each other's throats. When the elections are happening in Bengal, Mamata Banerjee is calling Congress the B team of BJP. Now, in such a scenario, can there actually be a cohesive, constructive, strong and united opposition that can take on the might of the BJP and the N.D.A? Do I have Advocate Thapar on the telecast with me? Okay, I'll get Jimsa V. Abraham. She is a political analyst as well. She's joining me from Kerala. Jimsa, quickly a response from you for the same question.
Firstly, thank you for having me. And two, I am he, the last I checked.
Beg your pardon, yes. Okay.
Yes. Thank you very much. So to your question, can we have a strong, united, cohesive opposition? The answer is an emphatic yes. But since we had this incident where Pinarayi Vijayan has accused, or rather, he
I'll request you, Jimsa, to unmute yourself. We are not able to hear you.
Am I audible now?
Yes. Please go ahead.
All right. So since Comrade Pinarayi Vijayan has implied that the opposition leader, Sri Rahul Gandhi, is less than competent, let me start by saying that Pinarayi Vijayan is the communist version of Sri Narendra Modi, browbeating and strong-arming political opponents into submission, total submission. Honestly, they should have a friendly match on who is a better autocrat. You have the diplomatic bags case, you have the Karuvannur cooperative bank scam, you have Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan's beloved daughter embroiled in one of the largest income tax scams that Kerala has seen recently. So I'm sure that the BJP must be holding him to the wall, making him comply, at least in a couple of seats, like Thiruvananthapuram, for instance, where you have massive electorate voting for the Communist Party. And though the Communist contestant is very unlikely to win, the UDF candidate, Sri Shashi Tharoor, would have showed up at least half of their votes by now. So Pinarayi Vijayan, by aggressively attacking the UDF and Congress, is actually wanting to shore up the LDF votes so that seats like Thiruvananthapuram and Thrissur can not go to the UDF, the Congress, and the BJP stands a fighting chance in gaining these seats from the UDF.
So then does this work, or is it more of a hindrance? It hampers the combined effort that is being made by the I.N.D.I alliance to defeat the NDA, because it only makes sense, it's logical that if I understand that this has never happened in the history of Kerala, and is it just an appearance that is being put up by UDF and LDF? Because here you have it, the LDF who's fighting against the UDF. And then there is the inclusion, there is now coming up the BJP who's also putting in their star candidates into the fray. Would it actually not make sense for the LDF and the UDF to have an alliance, to have an understanding and fight together as a team to defeat the BJP? Why are they hell-bent on cutting each other's votes?
I suppose that question is to me.
Yeah.
All right. Firstly, in Kerala, the political contours of Kerala is mightily different from that of North India. You have a large electorate in Kerala who are, by and large, let's say, secular, for lack of a better word. Now, if the LDF and the UDF combine and put up united contestants against the BJP, it is only letting the BJP and the RSS grow. So, to your question, it does not make sense to have a united candidate from the LDF and UDF camp pitted against the BJP, which will eventually help them grow.
Okay. Let me also get in Rahul Ishwar into the telecast. Rahul, this peculiar equation that the I.N.D.I alliance members have, whether it is Kerala or Tamil Nadu or in fact in Delhi as well, or rather Delhi, they have at least decided for a seat sharing that has been agreed upon, but in Punjab. So, does it not confuse the voters?
There is no India alliance in Kerala. That's a fact. And CPM and Congress are equally strong on their own footing. CPM is leading LDF. Congress is leading UDF. BJP is leading NDA, which is a rising and emerging force. Second point, we need politics of positivity rather than name calling, demeaning anyone. See, Sri Pinarayi Vijayan is our chief minister. I was in jail. I was arrested 5 times, jail for weeks altogether because of Pinarayi Vijayan's stubbornness. But I will never attack Pinarayi Vijayan personally, but I will oppose this policy, his policy towards Hindu community, his policy on Shabarimala, or his policy on many of the corruption issues, or even Sri Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi really emerged as a more credible, positive brand after his Bharat Jodo Yatra because he traveled nearly 10,000 kilometers. He could, understand the pulse. But I will attack Rahul Gandhi's policy on JNU or, question something. Similarly, Sri Narendra Modi ji is a global statesman. Right now, he is not only India's leader, he has become a global leader. But we can rightly question him on policies like demonetization. We can question him on policies like why is he not speaking more on some of the lower rung leaders speaking, against our minorities or Muslim brothers. So our criticism, I believe, should be not personal and more of policy-wise. That policy will help us get to a better nation. In Kerala, unfortunately, or even in India, it has become more of a personality politics. Rahul Gandhi versus Pinarayi Vijayan, or Pinarayi Vijayan versus Sri Narendra Modi, or Sri Narendra Modi versus Rahul Gandhi. See, what we need is, even though I don't agree with Sri Rahul Gandhi ji on many things, one great moment that Sri Rahul Gandhi had was when in Lok Sabha he went and hugged PM Modi ji. Even even though he could have avoided that wink after that. See, it was a moment of very nice thing, and I think even Modi ji appreciated that. So we need such personalities. We all know they are all leaders of great stature. Why do we demean them? Why do we belittle with them? They are all leaders of great stature. That's the reason why they are on top of their parties. But at the same point of time, their policies, public positions, or their approaches to something, we need to question that. And in Kerala, unfortunately, many times, even right now, just to posture that we are against BJP, Congress and CPM will say that they will attack each other, or the other way around. The most interesting thing in Kerala is, in Bollywood movies, you might have seen a love triangle. But in Kerala, we are seeing a dislike triangle, with CPM saying that Congress and RSS are in secret company, Congress alleging that BJP and CPM are in secret company, and BJP alleging that Congress and CPM are part of the same game plan. So it's something like a hate triangle that is going on. I think we need much more mature politics, positive politics, where we strongly attack policies. At the same point of time, we don't attack persons. And just one last submission. This was what Atal Bihari Vajpayee did. When somebody removed the portrait of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru from Lok Sabha, Atal Bihari Vajpayee strongly rebuked them and made Pandit Nehruji's great portrait come back. And it was said that Atal Bihari Vajpayee said to the person who removed the portrait, whenever you come through this hall, pray pranam to Nehruji and come there. They differed on almost everything, but let us differ on policies and not on personalities.
Sandhya Raju, would you agree to what Rahul Ishwar has said? And the politics of attacking each other, using bad names and cursing each other and denigrating each other has become a norm for politicians across the country, and Kerala is no different. And can we rise above this petty politics?
Actually, I do agree with Rahul Ishwar because, see, the thing is, we have to go above petty politics, name calling. We have to bring about a kind of a sensibility while we are campaigning. The thing is, whether the LDF wins or whether UPA wins, it's still it's both I.N.D.I, India only, which is going to the parliament. So that's not a question here. The question is basically, I think the
no, but then obviously this is a tight fight between the UDF and the LDF, because the LDF does not want Lok Sabha members of parliament that are going to belong to the UDF. And that's again a fight, and therefore I want to understand, will BJP end up benefiting from this tension that brews between both the parties?
See, LDF, the thing is, LDF is also fighting for its existence, because their seats have really been coming down in the parliament. So they are fighting for their existence. But I really, personally, I don't feel that name calling is a very positive way of going against in the campaign, especially when you are going together in the eventual thing. And also calling Rahul Gandhi as an Amul baby now, after he's proven himself by walking so much, and he's got so much of popularity, that's really cheap. It's really low down.
Yeah, it's a low blow, but then this is in keeping with how the BJP narrative of Rahul Gandhi is. So are you saying that the LDF and the CPIM and CPI are all in tandem and agree in unison of their image of Rahul Gandhi?
No, I don't think they agree with that. See, they are also threatened in a
way. It's exactly what is being portrayed here. See, I mean, they may or may not think, but they are saying these words and they are telling it to the people.
When someone goes really down, we have to really think they are threatened. When someone goes really down in addressing or attacking someone in a very personal manner, it means that they are threatened. So they're really threatened because Wayanad is like a clean sweep for Rahul Gandhi at this point, So that will also impact the other seats. So that's why they put a strong leader, according to them, there against Rahul Gandhi, so in the hope that, some votes may come down, but not otherwise. So because attacking him would mean loosening the morale of the others.
Okay, so Advocate Manasvi Thapar, how do you view this situation? In the northern part of the country, Rahul Gandhi has been denigrated. He's been called Pappu and things like that. And on the other hand, when we see in the southern part of the country, and there are alliance partners, you see the LDF and the Chief Minister of Kerala calling him Amul baby. And then you are fighting for that seat, which is the lone seat from where Rahul Gandhi had the chance of winning the election. He has been drubbed badly in Amethi, where Smriti Irani has taken the position. She is the sitting member of the parliament there. If the chances of Rahul Gandhi losing the Wayanad seat become much higher, would it not impact the Congress's credibility and the popularity of Rahul Gandhi, and thereby further impact the I.N.D.I alliance unity that they are trying to portray? Or then it's opportunistic. This is opportunistic politics. It's better for the regional parties if Congress becomes worse and worse. If Congress ends up losing its popularity and credibility, lesser the number of seats for the Congress, more the number of seats for the regional parties. So more the number of their members of parliament sitting in the Lok Sabha.
Yeah. Your question has multiple questions. So first question is the popularity of Rahul Gandhi if he loses Wayanad. Second question would be regional parties benefit out of it. And third, name calling. So I'll just answer one by one. One thing is very important. We need to understand the Congress is fighting the lowest number of seats ever. And they have been most accommodating as an alliance partner in their history, in the history of alliances India have ever witnessed. So they are fighting 330 seats from what they were fighting in 2019 of 400 odd seats. So if we go by the Raj Dharma of an alliance, Congress has played a larger role, being the biggest opposition political party. They have given chances to the regional political parties where they can fight the BJP. So the idea of this election, the central figure of this election is Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And the reason the opposition political parties have united together is the force to fight against Prime Minister Narendra Modi. There is no other reason which is evident that this is what they would want to do, or there is a policy which they want to challenge. The reality is they want to have Narendra Modi out of it. So that's a common Fevicol factor for the opposition political parties to come together. That's one part of it. And ideologically, historically, Communist Party and Congress have never gelled up together, have never fought elections together. They have been on the opposition front. If you look into the history of Communist Party and history of Congress, since the time Congress started, in the first parliament or till recently, they have always been against each other, thorns on against each other every time. So This is a different situation, 2024. And see, what is happening right now, so the fight is two-way. If you're fighting a bigger enemy, which is BJP or Prime Minister Narendra Modi, you have to fight unitedly. If you're fighting to protect your own vote bank, or you protect your own cadre in Kerala specifically, or to protect your own self, because Congress as a secular party and Communist Party, the vote bank is such in the Kerala region is either it goes to Congress or it goes to Communist Party. There is no vote bank for BJP as of now. There is no acceptability of BJP as of now in the Kerala specific region. So the vote bank can shift anyway. So it's a survival mode. Where is Communist Party apart from Kerala? It's nowhere. So it's a survival mode also for them. So they also have to think from the point of view that if we be best friends with Congress, is it going to impact our vote bank? What is the status going to be for them? And for Congress also. So they are, as of now, a national political party. The presence is not anywhere. The only challenger who can be for BJP is Congress. So they have been accommodating. But somehow the gelling factor between the CPI or the Congress is not so much there. And this is what the outcome is there. So specifically, this is a khichdi, and it has to be a khichdi, because ideologically you are not together. Ideologically, there is not even one common minimum program you can be together on. Cannot be any point there. So the only reason, the connecting factor is, yes, we want to defeat Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
But is that agenda, is that factor enough for the people of the country to vote the opposition party members, vote for I.N.D.I alliance, is the question. Also on the telecast with me is Vinita Hariharan, BJP spokesperson. Now Vinita, does this at all the factor that it is the UDF and the LDF who has been sworn enemies, traditional contenders in Kerala, have any impact whatsoever in the number of candidates that BJP has this time contested, this time fielded in Kerala? is there even a fighting chance for the BJP to win or increase their vote share? Forget about winning the seat from Kerala.
No. First of all, I would like to also talk about the topic under discussion, which is the entire, this allegation of the CM against Rahul Gandhi. It's absolutely, I agree with the other panelists, especially Rahul Ishwar, when you say that great minds talk about ideas and not people. So that's one, basic benchmark that we need to set for politics in India, and which is largely what the NDA does. We talk of agenda, we talk of nation building agenda, we talk of policies, we talk of vikas.
We've also seen BJP leaders. We've also seen BJP leaders attacking Rahul Gandhi and vice versa.
No, so
there have been all
does
political parties who have been attacking, who have been, there have been some low blows to Rahul Gandhi. When we talk about Pappu, the word actually came out from the BJP. I don't know which leaders had actually coined this word, but it became a popular name to then denigrate Rahul Gandhi. So let's not go down saying that BJP is all fair and it follows the ideology and it actually practices and politics which is above this pettiness that is shown by political parties.
No, absolutely, Megha. But this whole, whoever does name calling, it should be called out. It should not be, practiced in theory in politics. So that's one thing that we need to understand. And second, what we need to understand is what are we giving? What is the picture that we're portraying to the public? What is India Alliance all about? When we talk of this whole conspiracy theory, which the Congress and the left are constantly hatching, that BJP is with CPI, and then CPIM says no, BJP is with Congress, and vice versa. So this is absolutely convoluted conspiracy theory, which doesn't even, live up to an average TV serial kind of standard. So this kind of, this is not what we should be talking about today. When we're talking about a general election, Lok Sabha 2024, we're talking about a nation having a new beginning again in 24. We're going to have a new policy set up. We need to think of what India will look like in 2047, which the Prime Minister always talks about in all his narratives and all his TV debates or TV discussions that he gives today on channels. So that's the narrative that we need to build in India today.
Okay.
And regarding this whole India Alliance, I have to talk. I have spoken. I mean, I have waited patiently for my turn. So I just need to complete this, that this whole India Alliance fiasco, this has to be completely clarified to the public. As an average voter, even I need to know what is India Alliance all about. This is what Smriti Irani, ji had famously said, hugging in Delhi and begging in Kerala. So this entire thing of, bickering against each other in Kerala, this whole friendly fight thing that is happening across the country in different states, that has to end. And, one needs to know what is India Alliance. If one is voting for the Congress, are we voting for India Alliance? If one is voting for CPIM, are we voting for India Alliance at the center? Because this is about Lok Sabha, this is not about assembly elections.
Okay.
So that is what the voter has to be
but
very
Vinita, how does it
about.
matter? India Alliance has come together. Now there's Kerala and Tamil Nadu, and forget about Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu, of course, DMK and Congress are allies together. But we talk about Kerala and West Bengal particularly. Now, how does it matter? BJP is nowhere in the picture. And if it's a direct fight between the UDF and the LDF, then let them fight and let the better man win, let the better party win. How does it matter whether India Alliance is united or not united against the BJP? It should not be a factor.
So definitely, Megha, this is a national election we're talking about. It's not assembly elections. So and for that matter, BJP.
It is at the end of the day also the Lok Sabha seat that the candidate is also vying for.
43 seats spread across India. So therefore, every seat counts. And what is the sentiment that is expressed in every seat counts. And as far as Kerala is concerned, you cannot just brandish BJP as a non-entity, because there's a large voter share. We have about 16% voting share in a state which is absolutely UDF, LDF oriented. It's a very rigid voter base in Tamil Nadu and Kerala, but we are brave enough. We are fighting it out. We are not having any kind of hoax alliance like the India Alliance. We say what we mean and we do what we mean.
Yeah. Okay, Rahul, you want to make a point? Yes.
Yeah, just one quick submission. We had a PM Narendra Modi ji who had tears in his eyes when he spoke about the great Congress leader at that point of time, Ghulam Nabi Azad. He was recounting the help Ghulam Nabi Azad, did to him, and he had tears. This is what we want. Or Nehruji. I have a lot of disagreements with the left liberal Nehruji, but when Nehruji was Prime Minister A.K. Gopalan from Kerala, the great communist leader, was speaking, and many Congress people were obstructing him. And Nehruji got angry to Congress people, saying that I want to listen to A.K. Gopalan and see what his position is. See, this is how our parliamentary democracy works. That's the reason why let us make it a clash of these things and don't call names. I think Rahul Gandhi has really grown in that stature in a very big way. He has gone out. I don't think anybody serious in national media refers to that kind of jibes to Rahul Gandhi anymore. Because we all know after, I don't know how much
I have
vote
to remind you, there was the Prime Minister Narendra Modi just a few days ago. He is referred to Rahul Gandhi as noob. When he was speaking to these digital creators and these computer whizzes. Quickly coming to you. Yes, I have very little time. 10 seconds.
Yeah, 10 seconds. Mega, I think whatever Rahul is saying, it is correct, but I think that is distant to reality. Why? Because everyone is taking jibe. Every day there is a new law in our parliament and also amongst our parliamentarians. You are just mocking each other, and this is the largest democracy of the world, the temple of the democracy for the world, showing a beacon for hope for the world. But the reality is our politicians have taken a stand to make sure that the political discourse is at the lowest. We don't talk about development agendas like my development versus your development. That is not the talk. It's about who's a bigger papu, who's a bigger gappu. That's what the discourse is.
Yeah.
So this is what is the reality.
But doesn't it also sell? This also creates the drama. This is the tamasha that people want to watch.
I was reading one of the articles. It's about meme election. Which look at the handles of both the political parties. They are creating memes against each other.
The meme elections are not just contained in India. It's across the globe. Look at the US elections.
Correct.
Anyway, quickly. I'm saying this is the masala. The people like this. People like watching tamasha.
We shouldn't fall down to the level of
People
Donald
like
Trump.
watching tamasha, and this is what our politicians give to them. Jimsa, quickly, 10 seconds. I have very little time. I'm already past my time.
I want to start by saying something that Manasvi had spoken about earlier. He had said that a coalition between the CPM and the Congress on the national stage is not possible and not congruent. I completely deny. History teaches us that in 2004, under the leadership of Harkishan Singh Surjit, there was a coalition formed in the center between the CPM and the Congress party. Yeah. That being said, Vinita had mentioned the I.N.D.I alliance a couple of times, and you yourself. So I'd ask you, let's start with discussions where you call an entity by its real name. It's either I.N.D.I or else it's India. It's not I.N.D.I alliance. It's not
It's
BJ
definitely
party.
not India. It's definitely not India. It's I.N.D.I alliance for everybody.
It is not BJ party. It is either India.
Okay, while we have our panelists debating about the nomenclature of the political parties and alliances, I'm out of time. I thank all of you for joining me on the telecast, and thanks for watching NewsX.